So hello Capricorn, and welcome back to Divine Rebel. My name is Racey. And I'll be doing the reading for you today. It is a general reading, so take it as it resonates. Energies are fluid, gender's fluid. Sometimes the roles are reversed, so I might be saying Capricorn, but if you're cross-watching, I might be talking directly to you about your Capricorn. I do use adult language and talk about adult things, so if you have children around or just don't appreciate that kind of discussion, respectfully, you can click off now. Otherwise, I'm going to get into it. So, Capricorn, July 2019. I'm going to give you a week-by-week breakdown with my Barbarary Tarot. I'm going to use my Wisdom of the Oracle to clarify each week for you. I'm also going to give some divine guidance at the end with the Lightworker Oracle and a Remember card for you to keep in mind to help you, get through the month the most effective and efficient way for you. Okay? So, Capricorn. Capricorn energy for July 2019. I've got the Nine of Wands coming out as the energy in the pre-shuffle. So just know that overall, either someone is feeling like a victim or someone has been through a hell of a lot and doesn't know how much more they can take. So, overall energy. Alright, keep it in mind. Maybe don't get caught up in your head about it, or maybe they're caught up in their head about it. Maybe there was some mind games in the works with the King of Swords and that card. I feel like maybe someone's someone's mind is getting in the way. I don't feel like those two energies were the same individual. I feel like they were separate energies. I feel like someone can't take it anymore, that someone's like very cold and calculating and very unemotional, right? They're all logic. I think someone's having a hard time continuing moving forward with someone who's all mind and no heart, right? It's the kind of energy I'm getting. Alright. What's going on? Jesus. Alright. Three of Cups in the reverse on the bottom and the Two of Swords on top. I think someone with Three of Cups in the reverse, either there's nothing to celebrate about, or there's a third party situation that needs to get cut out. And with the Two of Swords on top, like there's blood in the water, like not everybody's gonna get out unscathed by whatever this is. I feel like someone's going to be hurt no matter what, so it's kind of like, okay. What do you choose? Waiting and spying and doing nothing is not going to be your friend, okay? Capricorn. Let's get clarity for week one. Clarify week one for me, please, Spirit. Clarify week two, please. Clarify week three. Capricorn. Week 1. We got by the book and why, clarifying it. Now I want to, before I get into these cards, I want to explain the magnitude of this combination. With by the book, this is universal law. Okay, this is like attracts like. This is the law of relativity. This is divine oneness. This is everything. It has a vibration. Everything. Divine duality, right? Masculine and feminine. And you're asking yourself, why are these things happening to me? Why are these things unfolding the way they are? And it's because you've manifested it one way or another in this lifetime or another. There are karmic things that are out of balance within your relationships, okay? Now, with that said, we got the Ace of Cups in the reverse, with this King of Wands who's been popping up all over the place today in the reverse, with the Eight of Coins in the reverse. This energy alone is about not wanting to start a new relationship with a narcissistic energy. This is someone who is afraid of commitment. This is someone who is reckless, someone who probably has multiple partners. They probably have addictions. They overindulge. They don't know how to communicate their emotions. They don't know how to get a hold of their own thoughts. This is the King of Wands. And he's in reverse. And that's narcissistic. So with the Ace of Cups in the reverse, and the Eight of Coins in the reverse, someone is not willing to make an effort at all in starting something new with this energy. Someone was like, fuck that. Because they'd have to be crazy to take it. Why they'd think on some deep level that they deserve that experience. They're like, no way. No way. Like, this person might have realized it. You know, you were the cross watcher. Someone might have realized what they were manifesting and started asking themselves why. Because these both came in the upright. Someone is being shut down completely, that is out of alignment with someone else's highest good and what they're manifesting for themselves. Someone, I feel, is going by the book and someone is not. Especially because we had those conflicting energies right from the gate. Before the reading even started, there was two people on completely different pages. I think someone's all up in their head space and someone can't take anymore. And the person that can't take anymore is because the person all up in their head is this narcissistic, you know, in reverse King of Wands energy. Not willing to start a new relationship that is vampiric in nature. Not willing to do that with this person because the proper steps or the proper efforts have not been made. And someone's like, no, because if I go back into this and all this shit's in reverse and there's no proper effort and there's no proper healing and there's no proper start, I'm going to end up asking myself why the fuck I did that later. You know what you're manifesting. You're aware of this. All right, that's week 1. Now, week 2. Week 2. In order to get out of those cycles, okay, in order to get out of those cycles, we have Two of Cups in the reverse with the Hierophant and the Nine of Pentacles in the reverse, which tells me, Capricorn, that you might have a higher soul contract to yourself to become independent, and you're not. You're not in touch with that part of yourself, or the person you're dealing with is not in touch with that part of themselves. or they're feeling like they have to do it by themselves, but if they got in touch with themselves, they'd realize that their independence is there. Take it how it resonates. Either way, there's a higher soul contract at play, something that was written, something that you wrote, right, before you came into this life. You wrote it for yourself, that you wanted to achieve healing in, and it was creating stability and independence, financial independence within the self. It was a part of your, this is what I want in my life, this is what I want to achieve. I want to be independent, I want to be secure. And there's a part of you that is denying this healing and maybe focusing on narcissistic people or attracting narcissistic people because maybe they have a good handle on money energy because that's all they give a fuck about. They don't actually care about you, they only care about themselves. And so you don't want to have to be that support for those people, the takers, the people that just take. You have a higher soul contract to get yourself financially independent so that when you don't resonate with someone's energy anymore and they start showcasing those characteristics of I will use you and abuse your kindness and take it as a weakness, like when you're around them energies, you're like, excuse me, goodbye. I'm good on my own. Later. Doors that way. I don't fucking need you. You're only bringing my life down. You're only taking my energy. You're only using me for whatever it is you're using me for. You don't actually care about me and give me a thought. So I'm going to think of myself and do good by myself and say, fuck all that shit. And until I achieve this, you know what I mean? You're going to keep going through the same never-ending story. That's the clarifying card. If you can't establish your own independence, you're going to keep attracting that same cycle. Akashic Records, it's a pattern that you keep attracting, the same cycle, the same kind of energies are teaching you the same thing. You are denying yourself this higher contract to be independent and to focus on your self-love first. Week 2, Capricorn. Going into week 3. Yeah, I think you know. Clarifying card is flexible. So High Priestess is in the upright. You might even have other suitors. We have the King of Pentacles and the King of Cups making offers here. They're both in the reverse. This King of Pentacles might be someone who's very financially stable, who maybe wants to even quote-unquote rescue you or save you from this terrible situation that you were in. You might have someone who is absolutely letting you know how much they love and admire you with the King of Cups in the reverse. I think you intuitively know that that's not where you need to be right now. Even though you do want a relationship, until you truly do achieve what you need to achieve, mentioned in week 2 about your independence, I think you know you're not ready for a relationship. I don't think you actually feel that chemistry attraction to either of these, even though I feel like they're both perfectly good people or perfectly good options, perfect potential. I think you intuitively know you're just not drawn to either of them and that you need to heal and you need to just be on your own for a while. You might be resisting it, but I think you intuitively know that you're not really resonating with the other options out there. And so the universe is like, listen, be flexible with me. If it's not resonating with you, then don't do it. Don't force yourself because you don't want to be alone or you need support. Like, focus on yourself. Be a little elusive. Be a little elusive. You don't need anybody. You're working on yourself. Feel them out first. Because I think if these are not meant for you and you're not resonating with them, you're going to see why. You're going to see why you're not resonating with them. The universe is going to show you why it's safe to listen to yourself. And in week 4, I think you're finally moving on from that toxic energy. I think with this page of coins in the reverse that you're not taking petty crumbs. that you're not over, you know, this Eight of Cups energy, that you're moving forward because you just can't get past the dark shadow of the damage that was inflicted. I'm almost getting this energy of someone might have devalued you or degraded your worth as a woman. Made you feel that almost like you're not wife or you're not mother material, like you're not good enough. And I think that shadow is a little bit haunting, if you can kind of understand how that energy would resonate, like, for you. Like, that you're not a good enough woman if you're a female, or you don't love the right way if you're a man. That your love isn't good enough, that what you provide isn't good enough. It's like this damaged feminine energy that's still shadowing in the mind. And so you're moving on because you can't get past that toxicity in the headspace, and so you're not willing to take crumbs. I don't think you're willing to take any offers, to be completely honest. I think you're coming back into balance with yourself with the Temperance card and the Upright, because things do need to balance to be completely fair. Things need to balance. And some things are worth it and some things aren't. You know, some things hold their weight in gold and some things are just nothing. We got the egg, which is the divine birth of creation in your life. Your highest good, your authentic path, birthing what you were always meant to create, and then this fortune cookie that says nope. All the things not meant for you need to balance with all the things that are meant for you. So if you've gone through a lot of things that you weren't meant for, that were painful, you gotta allow the universe time to adjust and balance the situation energetically to get to you what's due. If you keep taking action in the wrong directions, looking for your own solution, then the universe can't provide it for you. You're too busy looking how to fix it yourself and taking wrong actions instead of just allowing the universe to guide you with what resonates and what doesn't. And to trust that you'll be fine. You'll be fine, you know. You can turn them all down. You can work on yourself. You have that higher commitment to self that knows you just need to establish that independence. You need to be able to handle your own shit. Financially, you need to be able to support your life and the people in it, or you are constantly going to end up in karmic cycles with narcissistic people that just use and abuse and manipulate. And you got to ask yourself why you keep doing and going through these patterns, and it's because you're not achieving what you set to achieve for yourself. So a lot of things have to be let go of so that you can readjust. You got to work with the universe here to get yourself back on path. Things need to balance. Too much time and energy to the wrong things, and so now you have to fill. If you've given all this love to the wrong people, well, then the people that would have filled you up aren't filling you now. So now you're just drained, which means the only solution is to love yourself in order to fill it back up. So you need, in order to balance, to separate yourself from others, so that you can refill your cup, and then, to be fair, give it to the right person who's going to fill you as you fill them, right? So you're not just giving and filling the wrong person, like the narcissistic energy. So, guidance for Capricorn. Sorry, Cap, I know that wasn't better, but I'm hoping that's just kind of what you needed to hear, because, well, obviously the divine wants to talk about it with you in July. Like, you have things you need to focus on with yourself, and the universe is like, I can't allow you down any other path without giving you a hard time. You know, like, you gotta work on your independence. You gotta work on bettering your financial situation. Guidance. What card above all other cards needs to be received in order to help Capricorn? Cosmic Heart, Cosmic Christ, and Family of Light. 17 and 27. 17 and 27. The message that I'm getting with these cards for guidance. Firstly, I think you might need to connect with your guides more and just simply pray more. You got a whole team of angels up there. You got a whole team of ascended masters. Christ, you know, Kuan Yin, Rumi, Buddha. Like, you got all these energies up there. Gods, goddesses. Like, you got all these people that you can resonate with and call on to help you. These are your family of light. These are your hires. These are your hires. And I really do think you got to call them into your aura to help you balance this life cycle pattern that seems to not be able to be broken, that this vampiric energy keeps interfering with your life lessons over and over and over again, that it takes you off your path. It creates negative karma. It's keeping you from completing your soul lesson of independence. It keeps popping up to distract you from what you really need to do. And it's get your shit together. So, know when to sacrifice yourself for others. And know when to sacrifice others for yourself, because you are the one that will end up sacrificing yourself for them later. You can't be good to them if you're not good to you first. You might have to put it to the side for now. Whatever and whoever they are, all of it, so that you can get your shit straight. Because if you ain't get your shit straight, you're going to keep going round and round in this shit. Got to start reaching out to your higher. Start praying for healing. Start praying for resolution. Start praying for next steps. Start praying for guidance. Start praying for signs and reassurance. Start praying for serendipity. Start praying for the release of things beyond your control, the things that are toxic, so that you can start thinking clearly. Call it in. Call it in. Get rid of this toxic stuff, this toxic cycles. You don't need that energy. You know, these people that you're connected to that are not healed, that are in these low vibrations that you keep getting stuck in cycles with, you know, once you start to heal yourself and release yourself, these energies are also going to start to ascend, and they're going to start to pray too. Trust me when I tell you. When you start praying to your higher to get you out of certain things because you're that low that you don't know what to do, and they start giving you the openings and you start taking them, and other people start adjusting to your new frequency that's not low with them anymore, trust me, people freak out. And they will go through their own little dark night of the soul, and that's all well and good. We survive it. And they're going to start to heal and get back in alignment with what's really for them, so that this false connection, this false cord, or whatever it is that you guys created over lifetimes that is not aligned, can finally be cut, so that you guys can be on your authentic paths. Right? These narcissistic energies that keep showing up to help you heal these things about yourself. It's time to recognize. Right? It's time to recognize. Call in your higher to help you close this shit out. Alright. Remember card. What does Capricorn need to remember, no matter what, in order to most effectively and efficiently get through July? As smoothly and gracefully as possible. What does Capricorn need to remember above all else? talking about by the book and universal laws. The law of cause and effect. Remember, you are aware that the love you create in your thoughts is an agent of change and the foundation of your results. What you think about, you bring about. What you think about, you bring about. Where your intention goes, your energy flows, and things get created. So if you're focusing on what's toxic, if you're being distracted by other energies trying to come in because they don't realize, that you're learning this lesson of independence and having to sacrifice others that you care about for a temporary time in order to get yourself stable, you're learning how your thoughts are creating your reality, and how if you change your thoughts, you can change your reality. You got to change the way you're looking at things. You got to change the way you're thinking. You got to look at the bigger picture. I think you're looking at what's directly right in front of you because you don't want to face the bigger picture. I think you're focusing on other people's shortcomings and feeling like the bigger person because you don't want to focus on your own shortcomings and become a bigger person, a better person, an elevated person. Like, you got to remember what you're manifesting. You're the one doing it to yourself. You do it every lifetime, apparently. Cause and effect. Call in your fucking angels, Capricorn. Call them into whoever the hell you're dealing with if this is reversed. Yeah, 3 of Cups in the reverse on the bottom with the 2 of Swords. You've got to make the choice to cut the toxic stuff out. What is that card? The 2 of Pentacles. Yeah, you're juggling. You're juggling too much. You got to focus on yourself or you're going to miss out on the good stuff. You're not going to like what you manifest. I'm just telling you right now. I'm looking at this. You could stay in this cycle. You can get out, Cap. It's all on you. All right? It's up to you. It's up to you. You got to make that choice. You got to make that choice. You got to choose it for yourself. You got to choose better for yourself and say, you know what? You know what? I'm doing it then. I'm fucking dedicating time to myself. I need to better my situation. I'm no good to anybody, right? If I'm not good to myself. I might need to sacrifice them for a while in order to get myself in line. Because that's what's going to pay off. That's what's going to pay off. You're going to have to call in on your hires. Pray. Set positive intentions in the highest good of all. Ask your angels to guide you in the highest good of all, to give you the courage that you need to follow your path in the highest. We're all involved. To heal this karma, right, from lifetimes, to finally put this never-ending cycle to rest, to give it justice and balance it out so that it is not a non-issue. It's a non-issue, right? It's a non-issue now. It's no longer an issue. No more. You don't have to go through this healing in lifetimes anymore. All right? Capricorn. That said, guys, reminder that you are in control of your own path. You can change your experience at any time based on your decisions and choices. It is entirely up to you what you want to do with your life. This is, intended for your highest good whenever I give them. And I hope that in hindsight, especially if you look back like maybe halfway through the month, that you kind of see how this is unfolding and where it's going so that you can, readjust where you need to. All right. Until next time, guys. Love each other. Love yourselves. Bye.